Tachi is it's a Japanese like weapon. It's like a samurai sword. I just thought it was kind of a badass name to go with it, since the track is heavily sampled from like Japanese percussion. The strings, for instance, I'm talking. The strings are from I don't know, some artist or I didn't even attempt to pronounce or play with it. Basically, I downloaded an album of like traditional Japanese music, just digging for samples. I just cut this up and then we'll go from there.
That's mad, man.
It's usually the basis for a lot of tracks that I'm making, so I'll find a sample. It was...
So how do you come up with your bass sounds, man?
It depends really. I very rarely use synths, very rarely. With this one, for instance, it was, I think a lot of the sounds. Where is it? I'll try and find this. I think this was taken from a sample pack. The bass, the one is like a. Oh, it's too dry. It's just like a kicky sounding mate, like an 808.
Yeah.
Which I've just EQ'd. Again, I think that was taken from like a bass loop.
Right.
Which I've cut like a smidgen of it out. It pretty much really is, it's pretty dry as it is like. And then again from another sample pack which I've used, and then I'll reverse the samples and to create like
different sounds and that.
And so and then and then you can use the piano roll and.
So like, what about your like EQing kind of stuff? Because I remember you like kind of ages ago we had this group thing on WhatsApp, and I don't even know how we ended up talking about techniques.
Talking about mix down.
Yeah, and you were saying that you mix down however you feel like it, but you use like the EQ to like kind of adjust it so that it's at a decent like mastering level or something.
I kind of mix as I go. I find that if I do a mix down, or like at the end of a track, it messes up the levels for everything. I can't seem to get it sounding how it did originally. Just mix as I go. It's just like a natural way of doing it for me.
Yeah. How long do you think it takes you to like finish a track? Yeah.
I don't know, man. It just,
So Tachi, for instance, how long did that take you?
Total time spent on Tachi, 5 hours and 15 minutes.
That's
good, that is.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, that's not right. That can't be right. Maybe because like, what I'll do is on this, I'll start a track, I'll take it in a certain direction.
Yeah.
And you'll get to the sound that I want it to sound like. And then just say I do something to it, I'm not quite sure, you can save new version, which will then make a new project file from there. So if you look at some of my tracks, you go through here, I can't find one now. Yeah, Reach Out for instance, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different like as it goes
versions of it. Yeah,
it's like as the if you go to the first project file, it's probably going to about 16 bars of a loop of how it started. Maybe do the drums and that, and then as you go on, the loop eventually becomes the track line.
Sweet, man.
don't know, some of them have quite a few versions of like the collaboration with me and Goose, the new one that we've been working on. There's like 3 versions of that. So
What's that one called?
It's called Rise and Shine.
Oh man.
But when I first heard the reach out after I'd sent the stems to him, and I heard it, and I was like, yeah, that's bad. I don't want to send him anything that's any less than that. You know what I mean? I don't want him to hear it.
So how do you guys collaborate then?
Well, this is going to be like the second one, really, and it's something I'm not 100% comfortable with at the minute. It's hard. It's hard. It's basically what happened with Reach Out was I made a track, and well, half a track, and to me it was a done tune. I never, it wasn't going to get finished. People asking me about it because I put a recording on Facebook, on my phone, and that was like when I was making it, like, yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of
you lose the vibe with it, kind of thing.
Hearing it, and it's you just can't smile to you. And yeah, a few people asked me about it, and I was it's done. And then eventually, like Matt said to me, "I'll tell you what, send me the stems, and I'll finish it." And I was like, "Yes, and then he made it what it was.
Yeah.
You're the original.
No, I remember you saying that you're going to pop in a Dropbox one day, but
I did put it in there.
I did, yeah? Is it still there?
I think so. Yeah, I might have to watch all this stuff. Because originally I had a break over it. There it is. Have you heard the remix?
What, Alistair's?
Yeah,
it's bad. What do you make of it?
Sick. Smashed it.
He does, doesn't he? He always comes through.
I think with the Headgear remix, the vibe of it, I spoke to him about it and he said like, when he heard, when it was released, like the samples and the licks and it worked well with like that kind of jungly kind of vibe.
It is, man.
Well, that was the original idea, I suppose.
It's like the little edits in it, maybe.
It's kind of intended as like a 140 half step jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I give it to Matt and he did his thing and he did give it that good sensei, lick and...
Took in a slightly different...
Well, yeah, he dubbed it out a bit more, didn't he? And he got his dub siren out. And
did his thing,
smashed it, brilliant. Yeah, I love it. It's one of my most proud of tracks.
Yeah.
This is the. I think this is the. No, this is it.
What is this, man?
This is what the track started like. Goes on like that for 2 minutes.
Damn. So you know what? So what happened in between this tune, like the version that you just played, and to the final one? Because the final one it's sparse, isn't it?
I don't know, man. I think I lied it up that much, and then you take something out.
Yeah.
Like, shit, that sounds better.
There's like about 20 versions of this tune you could do, isn't there? You could have like the Tachi album, never mind an EP or something.
It's crashed. Wait there, give me a second. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. Bear in mind that at this time I didn't know what an EQ was. Or, you know, I didn't know any of the technicals.
What BPM was it?
140. So I started at 140. I made some stuff when I was about 16, 17.
No way.
When I was in secondary school, in sixth form, just cut and paste hip hop really using a Soundforge, was it?
Oh yeah.
Sony Soundforge. I don't think it was Sony at the time. I don't know. It was like really, really old, and it was like basically downloading hip hop loops, like drum loops or breaks or whatever, and then putting, I don't know, just sampling stuff, sticking it on, and then they were never any longer than a few seconds long, and that's kind of how it started. But before like that, it was like Dance EJ, and you know,
Yeah. Sounds quite classy. Yeah. You know what? It reminds me of like.
There was a. I think the tune I was like directly referencing in this was Tears by Hijack. You ever heard that tune?
Nah. But you know what I love about the stuff that you play me? You reference it to something that relates to you, and I've referenced it to something that relates to me, which you have got no idea about.
Well, the thing is, like, the people who were making these tracks, say, I don't know, Loafer and whoever, they're probably not like far of a similar age to you, so their influence on the stuff they make. You see things about on online, and
I'm hoping they're older than me.
They're talking about metalheads as their influences and stuff like that. So.
That's it, man.
Yeah. You felt like the second drop was pretty sick to be fair. But it will probably sound awful on the system.
I'd love to play it. You got to play it, man. It appears. You know what we've got to do? Listening sessions one day. Everyone has got to bring the first track they ever made. But you know what though? Like even then, you've obviously had like good sort of a feel for like arrangement and stuff, haven't you? I mean, actually, how do you go about arranging anyway?
Well, more recently, I've had no like structure to it, and all the stuff I've been making, so stuff like it was always through getting to do it through DJing. There has to be kind of a structure to it, in an ideal world for the DJs.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for DJing, I probably wouldn't be making tunes because it was, you're buying records and eventually you want one of your own. Then I didn't have CD jazz that time because they were too expensive. So it was the one that's got done.
Yeah. I like that, man.
Yeah. No, not so much. It's more. Like I figured, I don't really need. Like say, what's it called? I know it's a bad example because it was made specifically for the release, but Illusions.
Oh yeah.
It's a beatless intro. There isn't a breakdown. It just kind of rolls out for a bit. My tracks have like slowly got shorter over the past couple of years.
See, I like short tracks, you know.
Yeah, it's I think through listening sessions my tracks have got shorter because
Otherwise people are just sitting around waiting for it to finish.
Well, yeah, it's having, I don't know, I think just my lack of, say, musical knowledge, not musical theory.
Yeah.
I find it hard to take things and places. It's why I was talking about Angin's track, Carl's Race.
Yeah.
Builds and builds and builds and builds. Yolan's tracks, they tend to be in a completely different place at the end.
Well, actually, speaking of Yolan, how did he come to remix Illusions? Was it sort of like, did he just chuck a few things at him, or?
No, I don't really. I know he spoke to me about. He asked me. I remember him speaking to me at listening sessions. He was asking about the track. He was asking how I got a certain effect on. He was asking about the Apache breakup, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it rolls, doesn't it?
Yeah. He asked me how I did it, and I don't know. A few accounts before I actually got to actually speak to Mark, he would come up to me and big me up for a track and whatever.
Yeah.
And I sent him. I can't remember if he asked me if he could remix it or. Yeah, that was it. He did. He asked me if he could remix. I sent him the stems. I sent them to Matt, which I'm still waiting for a remix for.
Yeah.
And then he smashed it. He smashed it. These tracks are wicked. Yeah, he asked me about that. Yes, we are, didn't we?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Bit of compression. EQ the bottom end out. EQ the top end out. Bit of reverb.
Yeah.
Like a ping pong delay. Yeah.
Bob's your uncle.
That's it, man.
Because I actually remember like when you had the track done, and you sent me like a snippet of it or something, like on a Saturday night, and I woke up on Sunday, and I was just like checking it in the morning before. Like while I was getting up kind of thing, and I was like, man, I just remember like hearing it on my phone, and so obviously I couldn't hear any bass, but I heard like the break side of it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn man, I just didn't expect it from you.
Soul Prod break.
That's it.
He actually sampled the actual record. It's not a. I think I like the break from hearing it in drum and bass tunes.
Yeah.
And I think I tried to sample it off a drum and bass track, and it just didn't sound right because obviously you have to slow it right down to get it to this tempo. So I went directly to the source and used it from there.
Yeah, wicked. So what you got coming up, man? Future plans? You've got collab with Goose Sensei, Rising Shine, is it?
Yeah, I've got a collab with Goose, which will get finished eventually. I've got forthcoming Futurepast release.
Yeah.
Once I get that sorted, I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, can do if you talk about it.
Yeah. Basically, we're going to put out a cassette. I'm not sure if we're going to do. It's not all pure unreleased stuff. It's just going to be kind of a collage of projects I've been doing, stuff from just so far the earliest is 2008. I might put that track on.
Yeah, you've got it, innit?
Yeah. I don't know, like kind of a mixtape kind of thing. I don't know. It's just I'm not sure where I'm taking it at the minute, but it's going somewhere.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to hearing it, man.
Yeah.
From like the kind of ideas and things that you've spoken about. Do you reckon you'll do any more collabs with any people?
I'd like to. I'd definitely like to. But like I was saying earlier, it's the way of working, that whole sending stems. It's something I've struggled with.
Yeah, yeah.
We were talking about the previous collaboration with Matt. You know, the reach out. I've asked him, I said, how did you go about it? Like, and he just kind of did it. Like,
Just rocked it out.
It's like when you've got somebody else's sound palette to put your stuff into it and have it kind of sit, which is what Reach Out did perfectly.
Yeah, yeah.
It was it sounded like a Gesensei track and it sounded like a Krytikal track.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got that tune Rockers as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Is anything happening with that then?
No, it's not at the minute. No, it's just I've sent it to a few people.
Because it sounded big when I heard it, and I know that like Matt's loving it, isn't he?
Matt was the one who got me to finish it. To be honest, he kind of gave me a kick in the ass because he was. Well, did you know what happened with the dub?
No.
Basically, he was playing Shambhala, and he wanted to get some blades cut for it, and I think it was like, I don't know, the Thursday or the Friday. It was nearly finished, the track was. I played it at listening sessions and I was happy with it, but it needed work on the arrangement. That's actually a track that has like an arrangement of a dance track with you know, an intro and a bridge and whatever, you know, with a breakdown and a second drop, which is something I've done for a while. And basically what he says is, "Can you finish it? I'm going to have it cut." And I was like, "Well, I can try," you know. And he says, well, I was like, "Yeah, that was it. I was living at my grandparents at the time, and I couldn't make music at night.
Okay.
I was at work in the day.
Yeah.
Because I had no headphones.
Ah.
So he says that he lent me his headphones. I think I had them for like a couple of days. He paid for the dub before I finished the track.
Okay.
For him. And then
so you had to have the track done.
Yeah, he'd already paid for the dub.
Yeah.
So I had to finish the track so he could send it on the Monday or whatever.
Yeah.
So I had to finish it. And I did. And he loved it, so he used to sound sick, and he played the dub at listening sessions and I thought it sounded alright. So,
Yeah.
no, he's happy with that one, so I'm happy. So.
Wicked,
Yeah.
man, wicked.
I don't know if I've not listened too much since I was kind of sick to death of it. No, I don't know how long it takes for everybody else to make a tune, but on here it tells you how long it takes you to, if you've worked on a project. And I can't, it was like fucking, how is it? I don't know. It was something like 19 hours I've been hearing that tune. So I was kind of sick to death of it. But then you get some good responses off it and stuff, and you start to take a liking to it after being like,
Yeah.
into your brain.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So, aside from that, no, just keep. I mean, I've had a lot of things going on recently. I've just moved into a new flat, so it's been hard. I mean, I've only just got a desk.
Yeah.
It's for like 3 days, so it's nice to have my PC set back up again. Probably the next thing after finishing this type is reformat it, start fresh, and take it from there. And nice.
Keep rolling them out.
Fresh system, yeah. So, gutted, take everything I need off it and start again. I think I need it for me to be able to carry on because it's getting a bit twitchy and stuff at the minute. So.
I've got like one final question for you. I don't know whether to ask it now or wait for it to drop. I'll wait for it to drop. Right, it was basically right. What advice would you give to other people? Like, I mean, even just people like myself, that are just, you know, I don't know, struggling with musical. I mean, do you ever sometimes get in like a rut with certain things and?
All the time. Well, like writer's block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just have a break from fools yourself. It sounds like cliche, people say, oh, just do what you I don't know, I can put it on.
I mean, to be fair, from what you've been like talking about, it almost sounds like it's helpful to like give yourself a deadline almost.
Well, yeah, that has helped a lot recently, side with once you start getting on to me about this type, it will get finished.
Yeah. So that's the secret.
Yeah, basically. Like listening sessions has helped because you want to finish a track to get it played.
Yeah.
You just gotta try and get that balance where you're not just trying to finish a track to play one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's true. I think you know what. It's true what you say. Like with having an event or something like that to aim for. Because I remember like when Stu was doing the movements, once I'd sort of like got down and like, you know, got into it.
Did you play into the movement?
What, my own stuff?
Yeah.
I played one track, a dub that I got cut. But
was it that alien thing?
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
I early on.
I was mixing it, yeah. What it was is like, it was almost different in a way, because it was like I was almost trying to do a zine for each time that there was a movement, which kind of worked out a little bit. And I think in that year when I first got into movement and hooked up with you guys, that was probably zine-wise the most like productive ever, I think, in terms of like frequency of putting them out. But yeah, man.
Yeah, but you're aiming for big things now. So the zine's got bigger, hasn't it, in terms of.
Yeah, I guess so. It has grown a lot, hasn't it? Like more people into it.
I love it. I love the zine. I love the way you put it out. I love it.
I need to do another one fast.
When was the last one?
January.
Yeah.
Christmas, January, almost a year, man. It's mad, isn't it?
I've got them all somewhere.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got all the ones I've had of you. From. I slipped. I don't know. I just missed out on it for a while.
Yeah.
Well, we probably didn't know each other.
Yeah, no. I think when I first started going movement, it was like issue 3.
You'd already started doing it before movement.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'd only done 2, I think.
Yeah.
I'd only done 2, and when I saw Stu, I was starting like the 3rd one, and but I mean, like I'd already missed out on probably like a year's worth of movements, I think.
It wasn't. I can't remember how long it ran for.
I know that there was like a Pangea one.
Yeah,
there was one
that was
with,
the first one, I think.
There was an A&D one or something, I think. Millie or something like that.
Did I apply that one?
Don't know.
No.
I've seen a few flies with your name on it though at movement. There was an RSD one as well, wasn't there?
Bank holiday, yeah. On the rooftop.
Yeah.
I think it was the first time we were on the rooftop.
The
system wasn't great at the time.
Wasn't it?
No, they moved. I'm sure someone said that they moved the system from the basement up to the roof.
Ah.
So yeah, it was a Sunday. We moved on a Sunday.
Yeah. I only got into it when, because I used to go to like Rupture, and you know like with my cousins and that, and you know got into like Double O and what they were doing. So I'd follow him on Twitter. Found out he was playing in Birmingham at PST. I'd heard about PST but never been, and so I thought, yeah, this is a good excuse. So like, me and Mrs just went down to like check it out and just never really looked back, man.
I think it was Ben that hooked me up with movement.
Was it?
First. Well, I think Stu put something on
Dubstep, sorry.
On the Dubstep forum saying that he's going to there's a new night of online and I'll get you mixed to me or whatever, and we can see about getting a set. I think I had the area release coming up.
Ah.
And well, Ben was playing my stuff. I don't know if the release was in the works yet. So that must have been about 2010, 2011, wasn't it? And Stu messaged me and says, look, Ben says hit you up for a set or whatever, and I got a few plays cut for it. was scary, man. Really, really scary.
Was he in the basement?
Yeah.
See, because like, what I really liked about the basement was just like, it was like a real intense, like, I don't know, it was like a really intense area, because when you DJing in there, the bass just really hit you big time, man.
I remember B1 was playing, and well, I always thought his tunes, his mix downs were like bang on. You know, with his line of work and what have you. It sound wicked, like his kicks were like just unreal. A track called Tube Sound, I think, it's a bad track. It was Stu played it on the rooftop at Movement.
Mm-hmm.
But the crowd was like, it was like a small box room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was fairly busy. And there was like, you know, like about 6 foot of gap where it was kind of unbearable to stand any close to. Like the room was like, there was like a wall of people.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, it was good down there.
It was mad. I loved it down there.
Is it still open? Is it just like full of chairs or something now? Or?
I don't know. I think that it's still usable. Mm-hmm. I think you can still do things there.
Is there a sound system down there?
Yeah.
Oh, there is?
Because I think it was PST birthday or something like that over the weekend, and I think there was stuff happening. I think there was happening on all 3 floors.
They've changed through the systems upstairs a few times. They've had the crowd parts.
Yeah. Cool, man. I think that's a wrap, innit?
Wicked.
Was there anything else you wanted to mention, or I don't know?
Nah, that's cool.
All right, sweet. It's gonna be hard work, man, because there's so much stuff. So I'll try and slot it. Whatever I do, I'll send it to you first.
Oh, watch it.